pulling the elbows down, looking up, expanding through the chest. Good. Reaching the arms back up, take an inhale, and on the exhale, rounding down. Pause at the bottom, take an inhale, and on the exhale, all the way back up. Reaching the arms up, pulling the arms down, expanding through the chest, slight tuck of the tailbone. Good, and again. Pause at the bottom, take an inhale, on the exhale, rising up. I'm going to stay up this time. Go back to your cactus arms, expanding through the chest. Good. We're going to come back to a neutral spine, so gaze is level. We're going to lift the elbows so they're in line with our shoulders. Good. And we're just going to start, we're going to take one arm, we're just going to start tipping over to one side. The arm that's on top, you're going to reach it over, extending it out straight. Good. Back to center, back level. You're going to tip over to the other side. That top arm is going to reach out straight. Good. Inhale and exhale, reach. So feeling grounded through the feet. Make sure you're not letting your body weight transfer from one foot to the other. Equal weight in both feet. And reach. Good. Yeah, when we come back to center, we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Relax the shoulders. So feel the shoulders sink away from the ears. You're going to keep your hip bone center as we twist one side, just slightly, and come back to center, and then twist the other side. So just move within a range of motion that feels good for your spine. Good, and twist. Keep your hips forward, don't let your hips twist with your rib cage. That's it. Inhale and exhale. Do one more time to each side. Take an inhale at center and an exhale as you twist. Good. Come back to center. Lower the arms down. Good. Just do some shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders out. Good. Okay, so we're going to get down onto all fours. So coming down onto the mat. So hands will be in line with the shoulders. Knees and hips are aligned. And we're going to start rounding into our cat. So hollowing out through the chest, through the abdominals as you let your head drop down. Then we're going to reverse that. So we're going to let our rib cage sink as the back of the head comes towards the tailbone as we come into our cow. And again, rounding. Take a nice inhale here. Then on the exhale, releasing. Back of the head comes towards the tailbone. And again. So we're stretching out the spine, stretching out the low back. That'll do one more time. Round. That's it. And release. Good. We're going to find our neutral. So back is flat. So in between that cat and cow. Back of the neck is in line with the upper back. We're just going to do our tail switch. So you're just going to send your one hip bone towards the armpit on the same side, and you can look down towards that hip. So it's just a little tail switch. You're going to come back to center. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. Little swish of the hips to one side, looking towards the hips, and then over to the other side. Okay. So this is a small movement, releasing through the low back. That's it. Do one more time to this side. Okay, come back to your neutral pelvis. You want to keep your back flat. We're just going to hinge back just slightly. Not too far. And then you're going to come back so the shoulders are square with the hands. And then again, just slightly back. So we don't want to go too far back because what happens is we round. And we don't want to let that happen in our low back. So it's just a slight shift back and forward. Just releasing the hips a little bit. Good. One more time. Good. Coming back to center. So shoulders are in line with the hands. Knees and hips are aligned. We're going to lift one arm out to the side. We're going to swing it down by our thigh, or hip, and then we're going to swing it in line with the ear. And then down and roller, a foam roller, that can work as well. But you want the prop right at your shoulder blades. Your hands are going to be behind your head. You want to be able to see your elbows in your side view, and your tailbone is nice and heavy onto the mat. We're going to go to our spine extension. So we've done this one before. We're going to let our spine round over the towel, and you're going to draw yourself back to center. Let it round, and come back to center. So we don't want the neck bending here. The movement's coming from the rib cage. You round, back to center. You can inhale, you round, and exhale, and you come back to center. Good, one more time. Good. You're going to stay up here. We're going to take one leg, we're going to lift it up in a tabletop. Good, and when you're ready, you're going to go back to rounding. As you round, you're going to extend that leg out straight. And you're going to curl back up as you pull the knee back in towards the forehead. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Good, last one. Good, lowering the foot down, you're going to take the other leg up in a tabletop, and when you're ready, rounding, extending the leg out, drawing the knee in towards the forehead. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Good. We're going to lower the foot down. Hands will stay behind the head. We're going to come up and bringing the legs up into tabletop. Heels together, toes apart. We're going to extend both legs out straight, keeping those heels together, and then draw them back in. Out and in. Out and in. So pulling the belly button towards the spine. Three more. For 3, 2, and last one. We're going to extend the legs out, hold the heels together. We're going to point and flex the feet. Point, flex. Good, one more time. Good, lowering the feet down. Excellent. Come on up into sitting. You're going to take your prop and you're going to place it underneath your tailbone. So you're going to bridge up nice and high and place that prop right underneath your tailbone. So you want your tailbone lifted here, a bit elevated. Arms will just be relaxed at your side. Good. And we're just going to take one leg up in a tabletop and then the other leg up. Good. Pull that belly button towards your spine. We're going to go into alternating toe taps. Tapping one toe and then the other toe. Inhale. And exhale. Good. The movement's coming from the hip. One more time to this side. Good. Okay, so lowering the feet down. Feet will come down. Have your feet a few inches apart. Feet are parallel. We're just going to press into both feet as we lift the tailbone up into our bridge. And then lower the tailbone back down onto the prop. The towel, the foam roll, or the pillow. And then lower it back down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Starting to wake up the glutes, feeling a stretch through the hip flexors. Front of our thighs. Good. One more time. Good. You're going to lower the tailbone down onto the prop, so make sure the prop hasn't moved out at all. Get it right where you need it. And then we're just going to bring both legs up in a tabletop. We're going to let the feet dangle. We're going to extend both legs up straight towards the ceiling, and then lower them back down. And again, straight up and lower. So we're working, using those abdominals in the lower part of our core here to extend the legs up. Inhale and exhale to extend. You might start to feel a stretch through the hamstrings. Good, we're gonna hold both legs up straight towards the ceiling. We're gonna take the legs out to a wide V and then bring them back in. Out to a V and back in. Inhale and exhale. If you don't have a prop right now, I would recommend placing your hands right at the base of your spine, right underneath your tailbone, just so you're elevated a little bit. Help take the tension out of the low back. Good. We're going to draw the legs together, keep the legs together. You can point the toes here, you're going to lower the legs down to about that 45-degree angle. Bring them all the way back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So feeling the core engage here as you lower those legs down. Keep the abdominals nice and flat. 2 more. Good. On the next one, we're going to hold the legs down here, point the toes. You're going to bring one foot just in front of the other foot and then switch and switch. Good. So building that endurance through the abdominals. Inhale, exhale. Good. Bring yourself back to center. Lower the feet down. Good work. Excellent. Okay, so bridge up nice and high. Just going to take the prop out from underneath your tailbone. Lower your tailbone down onto the mat. You're going to hug the knees in towards your chest and just rock back from side to side. Good. You can bring your feet down onto the mat. Take them out to the sides of the mat. So knees will stay bent. Arms will come out to a T. We'll just go into our knee sways from side to side. That's it. Good. We're going to come back to center. Okay, we're going to walk our feet in. We're going to come on up into sitting. So I want you to take your prop now, and you're going to place it right at the base of your spine. So right at your, right at the very base. So you're not sitting on the prop, it's just right at the very base, kind of wedge it in there. Your knees will be bent, feet will be flat onto the mat. And you're just going to lean back into the prop. So you're going to feel, if you have the ball, it's going to feel, well, even the towel, you almost feel like you're relaxing into a beach chair a little bit. You're going to keep the shoulders down, bring the chin in so you're not jutting your head forward, keep that chin in. Arms are going to come back, and you're just going to lean back. So you feel the prop supporting you a little bit as it's wedged there. You're just going to hold it here. We're just going to breathe. Okay, I'm just going to reach one arm up, and then bring it down. And then the other arm, bring it down. Lift and lower. So the roller might not work great here if you're using that as a prop. You might just want to take it away altogether if that's what you're using. A small pillow also works really well. Good. Lift. Lower. Good. One more time to this side. Good. Bringing the arms in. You're going to take one arm out to the side and bring it back in. And the other arm. And back in. Good. Inhale and exhale. So you're going to start to feel your core here. You might start to feel it shake. It's working really hard. One more time to each side. Good. Bring the arms back to center and put it all together. Arms come up, out to the side, and draw them back and back up. Good. That's it. Bringing the gaze back to center, we're going to extend the top leg out straight. We're going to flex the foot, we're going to glide the leg forward. Point the toe as you glide the leg behind. Flex the foot as you bring it forward. Point the toe as you bring it behind. So keep yourself lifted. So don't slouch into your shoulder. Good, one more time. Good. Bringing the leg back on top of that other leg. Lifting through the shoulder. We're going to come up into our bridge and lower down. Or a side bridge, I should say. Good. That's it. So keep that head in line with the spine. If it bothers your neck, you can look down. Bring your head back to center. One more time. Good. We're going to progress on. We're going to take the top leg out straight. Now we're going to lift that top leg up. So we side bridge up. That's it. Good. Two more. Good. The last one, we're going to hold it here. Flex the foot, you're going to glide the leg forward. Point the toe, so you bring it behind. Flex forward, point behind. Three more. Good. Two, keep breathing. Last one. Excellent. Bringing the leg in, lower the pelvis all the way down. Okay, let's swing over to the other side. So we're going to be on that elbow. Top hand is onto the waist. Shoulders locked in place. We're just going to start with those head turns. So looking down towards the mat and lifting the head back center. Good. Turn and then look straight ahead. Okay, just checking with your form so you're not slouching into your shoulder, keeping the rib cage lifted. One more time. Good. Keep the gaze level, straight ahead. We're going to take that top leg out straight. Flex the foot and glide the leg forward. Point the toe, glide it behind. Flex forward, point as you bring it behind. So a lot of times what happens is we lose our form and our upper body when we start moving our lower body. So just check and make sure you're locked. Keep that shoulder in place. Two more. Good, last one. Good. Bringing the leg in. Have the leg stacked. We're going to go into our side bridge. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Inhale and exhale. Good. On the next one, if you want to progress on, make it a little bit more of a challenge, extend the top leg out straight. You're going to lift. Top leg up and lower down. Lift and lower. That's it. Three more. Two. And on the last one, we're going to hold it up here. Good. Lift it through that shoulder. Flex the foot as you glide the leg forward. Point the toe as you bring it behind. Inhale and exhale. Good. Keeping the center nice and stable. One more time. Good. Bringing the knee down. Lower yourself all the way down. Swing your legs out in front. Good. You can have your legs, you can have them in a diamond position, you can have a crossed leg position, or your legs are out in front. Arms will be down by our side. Just going to reach one arm over. Good. And then bring it back down. And the other arm. So just give a stretch out that area of the body we're just working. One more time to each side. Good. Excellent. Coming back to center. We're going to lie down onto our tummies. We're going to work into our upper back. A little bit into the arms and upper back. So I want you to make goalposts with your arms at your side. Forehead is down. Elbows are wide off the mat. You want to be in just a little bit of a tuck position, your pelvis. So hips are heavy, thighs are heavy. Really important you pull your belly button towards your spine. So using your core here. Forehead will come down. Good. When you're ready, we're going to lift the forehead. We're going to lift the arms to a hover. And then lower down. And again, lift and lower. So you can inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Good. And think about squeezing the shoulder blades together as you lift. Getting those upper back muscles turn on. Do 3, 2, and last one. All right, on the next one, we're going to lift. We're going to extend the arms out straight on a diagonal. Draw them back into those cactus arms and lower down. Lift, extend, back to cactus and down. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Good. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Last one. Good. Lower down. Push yourself back into child's pose and just take a deep breath into your low back. Good job. Okay, we're going to do one of my favorites. So working into the triceps, I'm going to have you come back onto all fours. You're going to have your hands just in line with the shoulders. And your hips are square with the knees, your neutral pelvis. When you're ready, you're just going to bring your elbows down towards the mat and then press them back up. Lower the elbows straight down, press them back up. So don't let the elbows flail out to the side. Keep them in line with the hands. We're recruiting the tricep muscles here, the back of the upper arms to work. Let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. And make it a little bit more of a challenge. We're going to slide one leg out straight. We're going to lift the leg up and tap it down. Lift and lower. On the next one, you're going to lift that leg up and you're going to hold it here. You're going to go back to bending at the elbows. Nose will come down towards the mat as the elbows maybe touch the mat, maybe they don't. And then press yourself back up. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. So that leg acts as a lever to lower the elbows down, that leg lifts. Good. One more time. Good. Draw that leg in. You're going to slide the other leg out straight. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Lift the leg and tap it down. So keeping the core engaged. On the next one, we're going to lift that leg, hold it here, and then start the elbows down towards the mat. Good. As your nose comes down, the elbows come down, the leg lifts up. That's it. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Good. Come all the way in. You can just let your knees come a little bit wider. Sink back onto your heels, coming into child's pose. And just hold it here and breathe. Good. So come on up onto your knees. Just do some figure eights with your hands, just releasing through the wrists. Quite a bit of weight bearing there on our wrists. Breathe them up. Good. Okay, so coming on up into standing. So we're going to have our feet flat on the floor. Again, about hip bone distance apart. And we're just over some shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Good. So keeping the shoulders nice and low, you're going to bring your arms out to a T position. When you're ready, you're gonna hollow it through the rib cage as we come into our hug a tree. So think of that imaginary tree in front of you. You're giving it a big hug. Push through the palms of the hands to open up. So I'll go from the side. So hollowing out through the rib cage. Pushing through the hands to open. Inhale. And exhale to open. One more time. Push to open. Bring the arms down. Good. We're going to take an inhale, lifting the arms up. And on the exhale, rounding down. Sinking down nice and low. Soft bend in the knees. You just pause here. Let the arms move in a circular motion. They're just dangling. Nice and heavy from the upper back. Good. Bring the arms back to center. You can do a little yes and no nod of the head. Just make sure your neck is relaxed. Bring your head back to center. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, arms are dangling, head is dangling. You come all the way up. Let your shoulders drop. And that's it. So another week done. So good job today and this week and this past month. So yeah, so I will see you back next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.